Hello, here's a little bit more information about the new library app and how to use it for our catalog system for Enterprise. So you can find the app in both the iTunes App Store for iOS devices or in the Google Play Store for Android devices. It is called PPL2GO, and you can find it PPL, the number 2GO, in either app store, and you can find it and recognize it by the stylized branding of the Central Library building with some palm trees at the top. And you can download and install it. And then once you install it, you can tap it to open it up. And this is basically the home screen. I've already changed a few things. I have gone into my account and moved the order of these 4 features around so that my account is at the top, but I will show you how to do that in a moment. The first thing you can do right from the opening screen is do a keyword search. So let's say I'm looking for Brett Bennett's The Vanishing Half, which is a popular title right now. Let's say I want to get in the hold line for it or see if it happens to have a copy available at one of the libraries. I can type in my search terms and tap done, and I will get a list of results. Now, these top 3 are the ones I was looking for. I can tap each one to find out more about it. One of these is a large print book, and one of these is actually an ebook, and you can find that out by, let's go to the bottom one here. Let's tap that and get to the screen that gives us all the information you would get in our catalog in a browser on a computer, including summary and cataloging information, author notes, reviews, the added content, the image of the book cover image, the author's name, etc. I could tap to place a hold, and I can get the ISBN. I can get the vendor. So for an ebook, which is important, I'm going to want to see that the vendor is Cloud Library. So I can place a hold in Cloud Library for an ebook, but I'm actually going to go back and look at placing a hold for the physical book, which is this top result. I'm going to tap that. I'm going to tap place hold, and at this point I am going to need to log in. So in order to log in, I can do one of 2 things. If I had my physical library card handy, I could actually just tap scan barcode, and when I installed the app on my phone or when I tapped scan barcode, I would have been asked if I wanted to provide access for the app to my camera on my device. So if you want to be able to do that, you will allow it. You would tap either always allow or allow while using or do not allow, but we're gonna, we've already allowed it, so we could scan the barcode, but I don't have my physical card handy, so unfortunately I have to type in all 14 digits of my library card number. And my PIN, usually 4 digits, usually the last 4 of your phone number, but you could have had it set to anything else. So I'm back to the same screen I started at when I wanted to place the hold. So it takes you back to where you were before you logged in. And if I tap place hold, I'm going to get a screen that asks me where I want to pick it up. Now my default is Central Library, but I have this scrolling wheel, the drop down, where I can choose any other pickup location. Central Library happens to be my preferred spot, so I'm going to go ahead and tap place hold. And now what I get is a confirmation telling me that I already have a hold on this material. So in a prior session, I probably was testing the app. I placed a hold on this title. So in that case, I have some other options, which I always have on my holds in the app or in my account on any device, which are to change the pickup location. If I tap there, I can actually pick up I can choose another location. Say I want the La Pintoresca branch instead, and I tap change pickup location, and I get the update success screen. I can also suspend a hold. Let's say I'm going out of town and I don't want to lose my place in line for this popular title. I can set a start and an end date for the suspension. So if I'm leaving town for 2 weeks, I can set the start date for tomorrow and the end date for the 2 weeks after I come back, and tap suspend hold. And when I come back in 2 weeks on the date that I chose, I can unsuspend the hold, and I will be put back in line at the same place I was when I placed the hold. I can also tap cancel hold to cancel the hold if I don't think I need to get the hold anymore, if I went out and bought the book because I was just too impatient. Another thing you can do, if you look down at the bottom, you see that you have 9 results for this keyword search for vanishing half. There's the search, 9 results, and I can set preferences by tapping all items, as in where and what formats, or I can leave it wide open. If I tap back, I go back. Now I've signed into my account, so I can sign into my account and see more things. I can see all the items I have checked out indicated by a number in a circle. I can see all the holds I have placed currently that are active by another number in a circle. If I had any fines, same thing would show up. There'd be a brief indication of what my holds were. I can go to my checkouts by tapping checkouts, and I can see each of the items that I have checked out. I can see the due date noted, and this little drop down, if I tap there, will tell me if I haven't renewed all my times already, I can renew it, or I can view the item, which is all the information that shows up in the catalog, and scroll through to see all the catalog information. And go back, go back, and I can see everything else that I have checked out. So that's what checkouts looks like. Go back again to my holds. And in my holds, see, I've already placed the hold, and I'm already waiting for both of these items. I had placed a hold for the electronic resource. I can cancel it, and I can also see I'm number 3 in line. So there are 2 people ahead of me who are looking for this ebook. And for the physical book, I got a little bit longer of a wait. There are 57 people ahead of me for that. But we have several copies in the system, so this shouldn't take too terribly long. And I can do the same thing on this screen. I can change my pickup location, suspend, or cancel my hold for physical items. So I can go back again, and I have no fines. Good for me. I can have linked accounts. Now, linked accounts are interesting because it's not going to be a full account display for a linked account, but I'll show you how it helps to have a linked account. So if I had my child's card, or say my spouse's card, and maybe sometimes when I have holds to pick up when the library is open and we require you to have the spouse's card physically with you, when you are picking up a hold for a family member, we want that card to be present. If you don't have that card and you still want to be able to pick up your child's holds or your spouse's hold, I'm going to add my child's card. Hope I'm doing this right. And their PIN for their account. And now I can see this screen tells me I have one linked account. And if I go to visit it, I see that that's my child's first name, last name, and their library card number. But here's the good news. When I go back to this home screen, down here at the bottom, this is important. This little barcode, my barcode, if you tap that, here's my card, first, last. So this is my name and my barcode number that I signed in with. And if I forget my library card and come into the library when it is open in person, this barcode is actually scannable. And you see these 2 dots? This is where my linked account is handy. I can scroll up with my finger. I can scroll up and get to my child's or my spouse's account, and I can present this if I'm picking up their holds on their behalf, and we won't need to see their physical card. You'll have their card stored in your linked accounts. That's the only aspect of the linked accounts, but it is very handy to have once the libraries reopen. There isn't the possibility that you can't see their account, but you can add and remove linked accounts for family members, which makes it very handy for picking up holds. The other thing you can do that I had done previously when I signed into the app is you can grab these, you can tap and hold on to these 3 lines at the side, and you can drag the order of how these appear. So when you first get the app, what shows up is it'll look like this. You'll have scan the barcode, nearest libraries, my account, ebooks, and e-audio, which is the order that it comes basically when you download the app. That's the default order. So when you're in your account, in your preferences, one thing you can do is reorder it the way you like it. I don't tend to scan barcodes that much, so I'm going to put that down at the bottom. I'm going to put ebooks and e-audio, the digital library items, because I read a lot of ebooks, up at the top. And that's how my icons look. And there's also a flow or a scroll. You can choose one of those kinds of layouts for how you move along on the page. I like it the way it is, so I'm going to put it back to flow, and that's my account. There's also a language preference. You can switch a language. What that's going to switch is the language of the instructional text in the app, and you can choose from a number of languages. And you can sign out if you'd like, but who wants to sign out with a barcode that long? Also, if you sign out and then sign back in, you'll have to relink any accounts. So keep that in mind if you're one who tends to sign in and sign out of your accounts and apps. Ebooks and e-audio is basically just a search for any electronic resources, ebooks or e-audio books from Cloud Library or from the Overdrive / Libby digital libraries. So if you look for ebooks and e-audio books and use them a lot and want to just look for those right here in the app in our catalog, you can use that to search for them. Nearest libraries is, if you tap that, again, you would allow GPS access to this app while you're using it or all the time. And either way, wherever you are, if you've allowed access to the GPS, you will see what the nearest libraries in the Pasadena system are to where you are, where your device is at any given time. So since I'm west of the library, I have Linda Vista Branch Library as my closest branch. Right now, with libraries closed due to coronavirus, the hours listed are the hours for curbside service. And you can get the address, you can view it on a map, get directions if you're going to pick up your items curbside, the phone number, and you can visit the website. So that's how all of those nearest branches with the note for how far they are from you at any given time works. And go back again, and then scan ISBN barcode. So let's say I have a book, or I see a book somewhere and I want to see if the library has that book. Now I already have this checked out, but I can scan that barcode and wait. Again, this is the camera that you're using, and I get a record, which takes me to the place in line. The place in the catalog where the record is with all the information about that book. Now I do have this checked out, and the way I know that is I have this bright green renew button, but I could place a hold if I didn't have it checked out, if I saw this book somewhere and scanned the barcode for the ISBN and wanted to see if we had it. It's a beautiful picture book, by the way, Johnny's Pheasant by Cheryl Minema. And I could place a hold and renew it because I have it checked out. I can renew it. And that's basically the information about the app. Just remember that my barcode is very handy to use for children's and family members' accounts. And at any time that you want to get to the library's website, you can also, in nearest libraries, visit the website from any of these sections. It'll take you directly just to the library's website. So you won't go to a web page for each individual branch, but you'll go to our website, which you can see on your screen, and you can find information about library branches and hours in the same place that it is on our website. That's the new app. Thank you for watching.